सगळ्यांना स्लाइड दिसतात का? हॅलो.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we start? Okay. So as usual, we have to revise the previous one and next go to the next slides. Okay. So in last lecture, from the very few lectures, we are going to look towards the features. So I just revised the features. So 8085 is how many bit microprocessor? Just give me reply fast. Now I'm hear your voice also. 8. Good. Okay, why it is 8-bit? Because of three reasons. ALU is of 8-bit, internal data bus is of 8-bit. Now here understand the word register. Okay, which register? BCD, HL, WZ, A register, all these of 8-bit. Now yeah, means with reference to yesterday's slide, you clear this sentence. That is internal data bus and register is of 8-bit. Okay. Next, external data bus is external bus is also 8-bit long. You know, operating frequency, which is nothing but 3 megahertz. In your test, such type of question is there, nothing descriptive, only objective type of questions. So next one is a data bus, which is of 8-bit, that is D0 to D7. Again, address bus, which is again of 16-bit, A0 to A15. So due to 16 address bus, we can able to access 2 raised to 16 nothing but 64 kilobytes of memory. At lower order address is always multiplexed with the data. That's why it is termed as a AD0 to AD7. To separate the data, we need a switch called as a latch, and to activate that latch, we need a signal called as ALE, that is address latch enable. Next, power supply. 8085 requires plus 5 volt power supply. For serial communication, 8085 has a 2 pins, SID that is for serial input, SOD that is for the serial output. Next one is 8085 having on-chip clock generator. So we need not to use external clock generator for the to generate the operating frequency. Next one about the interrupts. As we know that there are 5 interrupts. Again, it is a kind of MCQ in 8085. How many interrupts are there? So answer is 5 interrupts. So which are these? That is trap, RST 7.5, 6.5 and 5.5 INTR. So trap is the vectored. Vectored means having address. Maskable means avoidable. So trap is a vectored and again non-maskable. RST 7.5 again vectored. Again maskable means we can avoid that. 6.5, 5.5 again vectored and maskable means having specific address inside the system, as well as these interrupts are avoidable. INTR not having the specific address in the system because it is not generated by the system, it is generated by the user. Who is the user? We. Those who are using the computer system, those who are using the microprocessor, they are the user and they generate such kind of the interrupts. So INTR is not a vector, means non-vectored interrupt. It is not having specific address. Okay. Next, maskable, again it is avoidable. So about the registers, there are different type of registers. A register is a vital register or very important register in the architecture. A register is also called accumulator, which is of 8-bit long. Again BCDHL, there is a no again, means long form for the BCDHL. It is simply BCDHL, that is the name, which is again 8-bit register. It is called as a general purpose registers. Then there is a separate register, flag register, which we are going to study in today's lecture. Okay. Next one is a program counter, which is 16-bit. Stack pointer, again it is of 16-bit. So in the up till now, whatever we have seen about 8085, 16-bit, how many quantity or how many entities are 16-bit? First thing, address lines. Address line is 8085 is a 16 lines. Second is a PC, that is program counter is of 16-bit long. And third, SP, that is stack pointer, again it is a 16-bit long. At this point, there is a question in your mind, what is PC and what is SP? In the architecture part, only we are going to clear this concept. Okay. Next one is about the control bus. 8085 has its a separate control bus. So there are 3 control bus mainly present in the 8085. First one is a data bus, which 3 buses are present, out of which data bus, which is used to carry the data, address bus which is used to carry the address which is of 16 bit, data bus is of 8 bit, and again control bus, again it is of 8 bit long, and which is used to carry the control signal. Next one is addressing mode. As we know that ALU used to perform arithmetic and logic operation. One operand is in the accumulator, second in the temporary register, but we cannot access the temporary register. Then how second operand come? So to come means to take a second operand, or to take various operands means the number on which we are going to perform the operations. So there are 5 ways in which we can give that numbers to the system. Total 5 वे आहेत की त्या means त्या by using these ways we can give input to the system. So first one is immediate. So आपण काय करतो immediate मध्ये डायरेक्ट ज्या नंबरवर ऑपरेट करायचे तोच सिस्टीमला देतो. रजिस्टर, इन केस ऑफ रजिस्टर की आपण नंबरने ऑपरेट करत, तो नंबर आपण रजिस्टर मध्ये सेव्ह करतो आणि त्या रजिस्टरचं नाव सिस्टीमला सांगतो. थर्ड, डायरेक्ट, अगेन नंबर आपण देत नाही, आपण काय करतो की तिथं ज्या ऍड्रेसला तो नंबर आहे तो ऍड्रेस सांगतो. इनडायरेक्ट, इथं आपण काय करतो ऍड्रेसचा ऍड्रेस सांगतो. आणि इम्प्लाइड मध्ये काय असतं, अॅक्युमुलेटर मध्येच ऑलरेडी डेटा असतो, आपल्याला वेगळा द्यायची गरज नाही. आता हा पॉईंट सेपरेटली तुम्हाला पुढे कव्हर होणार आहे, त्यामुळे आता याच्या डिटेलमध्ये जाऊ नका. जेव्हा हा आपल्याला ऍज अ सिलेबस मधला पॉईंट येईल तेव्हा आपल्याला हा डिटेलमध्ये विथ एक्झाम्पल बघायचा आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज अप टू फीचर्स. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन इज आर्किटेक्चर. नाउ देयर आर आर्किटेक्चर इज डिवायडेड इनटू 6 पार्ट्स. न बघता सांगा तुम्ही कुठले कुठले. फर्स्ट पहिलं लेक्चर आहे, रिस्पॉन्स देत चला. ALU, गुड. सेकंड, ठीक आहे, एकदा बघा. सेकंड रजिस्टर ग्रुप. ओके. थर्ड कंट्रोल ग्रुप. एवढं जरी लक्षात ठेवलं तरी चालतं. फोर्थ इंटरप्ट्स. फिफ्थ सिरियल इनपुट आउटपुट कंट्रोल. and sixth one is nothing but the address data bus and address data buffer. Once again I will repeat. ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit. Second is a register group. Third is a control group. Fourth is a interrupt control group. Fifth is a serial input output control. And sixth one is nothing but the address data bus and address data buffer. चला आता तुम्ही सांगा फास्ट. फर्स्ट काय सांगा, सगळ्यांनी सांगा. फर्स्ट काय आर्किटेक्चर मधला पार्ट?
ALU.
गुड. सेकंड
रजिस्टर ग्रुप.
दोघांचाच आवाज आला, मुलांचा येत नाहीये. यस. थर्ड
कंट्रोल ग्रुप.
गुड. फोर्थ
इंटरप्ट कंट्रोल ग्रुप.
ओके. फिफ्थ
सिरियल इनपुट आउटपुट कंट्रोल ग्रुप.
व्हेरी गुड. आणि सिक्स्थ
ऍड्रेस डाटा बस
व्हेरी गुड. आता हे 6 पॉइंट तुमचे झाले. याचा अर्थ जी काही पुढची आता आपली ही डायग्राम आहे ती तुम्हाला व्यवस्थित कळाली, आपण असं कन्सिडर करू, कारण की याच्या 40 पिन्स आहेत. ह्याच्यावर परत क्वेश्चन्स असतो, एक्सप्लेन द पिन डायग्राम. याच्यामध्ये जे 6 ग्रुप तुम्ही सांगितले ते फक्त 6 ग्रुप लक्षात ठेवले की तुम्ही ही पिन डायग्राम लक्षात ठेवू शकता. ओके, सो आता तो पुढचा पार्ट आहे. नाव दिस इज द come back to our original point, that is architecture. Why we are spending too much time on the architecture in this chapter? It should be needed that you must clear these two concepts, feature and architecture. Once you have cleared these two concepts, it is very easy to understand the entire topic. And once you understand the microprocessor, remaining all units you can understand. Okay, so back to our architecture slide. In case of architecture, as we know, the first group is the arithmetic and logic group. Now you tell me which are the 4 blocks in the ALU. That is arithmetic and logic section. Accumulator, good. Temporary register, very good. ALU and flag register. Okay, very good. Now in this group we have already taken a look on arithmetic group. It is again there are 5 sentence. Okay, just to revise, इथंच तुमचा अभ्यास होऊन जाईल. ओके, 5च पॉइंट ALU बद्दल सांगायचे. पहिलं काय सांगा, दिस सेक्शन इज यूज्ड टू परफॉर्म arithmetic and logic operation. ओके, बरोबर आहे, हे तर आपल्याला कळालं. नाउ दिस सेक्शन इन्क्लूड्स what are the registers, accumulator, temporary register, ALU circuit and flag register. That is also okay. ALU used to perform arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction. Now we know that it is used to perform arithmetic operations, but which are the arithmetic operations like addition and subtraction, division, multiplication, and logical operation like AND, OR, XOR, XNOR, NAND, NOT. Okay. ना एल इज कंट्रोल बाय टायमिंग अँड कंट्रोल युनिट. ओके, इथं आपण या डायग्राम मध्ये बघितलं, हा जो सिग्नल जातोय रेड कलरचा, इट इज यूज टू कंट्रोल द ALU ऑपरेशन्स. ओके, अँड लास्ट सेंटेन्स इज after performing the arithmetic operation the result is stored into the again accumulator. So before the operation simply consider I have given you one example, that is move, MOV. Move is a one kind of instruction. A, 2 म्हणजे काय, जी काही 2 व्हॅल्यू आहे ती ए मध्ये मूव्ह करा. ओके, सेकंड इन्स्ट्रक्शन मी काय दिली, MOV B, 3. ओके, म्हणजे काय, ए ची व्हॅल्यू 2, बी ची व्हॅल्यू 3. आणि मी जर सांगितलं ऍड बी म्हणजे काय, बी ए सोबत ऍड करा, सो 2 + 3 काय होईल, 5. सो आफ्टर एक्झिक्युशन ऑफ दिस 3 लाइन प्रोग्राम, व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ए, दॅट इज 5. मीन्स व्हॉट, automatically ALU transfer the result into the accumulator and the status of result is stored into the flag register. Okay, now which are the arithmetic operations, that is addition, subtraction. It is same like, मॅम लेक्चर संपल्यावर तुमच्याकडे वेळ आहे का, माझा लॅपटॉप, कोण आहे, चेतन. ओके, ठीक आहे. नाउ ऍडिशन अँड सबस्ट्रॅक्शन. सो ऍडिशन आता आपण ऑलरेडी लक्षात ठेवलं, एकदा रिवाइज करू तुमच्या म्हणजे तुम्हाला समजायसाठी. 0 0 असेल तर सम 0 कॅरी 0, 0 1 सम 1 कॅरी 0, अगेन 1 0 सम 1 कॅरी 0, नो प्रॉब्लेम, अँड 1 1 1 + 1 that is 10. Out of that 10, 0 is the answer, 1 is a carry. Good. Now there is a binary subtraction. Again 0 - 0, difference 0, borrow 0, no problem. 1 - 0, again difference 1, borrow 0. 1 - 1, difference 0, borrow 0. Up till now okay. Now here second case, 0 - 1, 11, where 1 is the answer, 1 is a borrow. Okay, have you tried this on yesterday as I have told you? की हे फक्त जे काही आपण बॉरो आहे ते खाली घेऊन एकदा व्हेरीफाय करायचं होतं आपल्याला, सगळ्यांनी केलं का, नसेल केलं तर आज करा. ओके, ओके, काही काही जणांनी केलंय, ठीक आहे, गुड. नाउ हियर इज द वेटेज. अगेन इट इज अ स्टूडेंट activity which is already we have covered in previous lectures. So these are the logic operations. Some students might not clear this one, so I will repeat very soon, means within 5 minutes. So not here is the logic operations. There are, these are the basic logic operations. Here not is the such a type of operations which require only one operand. Other all operations require minimum 2 operands, that is A and B. If I told you to perform AND operations, what is the value of A? 1. Then there means there is a question from your side that what is the value of B? Then only you can able to perform AND, NAND, or NOT, XOR or XNOR operations. NOT is the only one which requires only one operand. Okay. Now see what is AND. AND म्हणजे मी तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवायला काय सांगितलं होतं, फक्त लक्षात ठेवायचं AND means multiplication or means addition. Okay. So again 4 combinations are there. एक जरी 0 असेल तर आन्सर काय आला, 0. So that's why output column is nothing but 0 0 0 1. So AND is nothing but, NAND is nothing but the inversion of AND. So 1 1 1 0. Is it okay up to you? हे समजले का सगळ्यांना? नेक्स्ट वन इज ए ऑर. ओके, यस, ऑर इज नथिंग बट द ऍडिशन. सो 0 कशातही ऍड करा, ओरिजिनल नंबर येणार. सो 0 + 0 0, 0 + 1 1, अगेन 1 + 0 1, and 1 + 1 1. So NOR is a inversion of OR. So 1 0 1 1 1 is termed as 1 0 0 0. And in last slide I have covered this but very fast, so might be there is a confusion. So about XOR what we can remember, किंवा लक्षात कसं ठेवायचं XOR, ह्या शॉर्टकट ट्रिक्स आहेत. ओके, सो XOR म्हणजे जसं AND म्हणजे मल्टिप्लिकेशन, OR म्हणजे ऍडिशन, तसं XOR ला काय लक्षात ठेवायचं, जेव्हा दोन इनपुट मध्ये डिफरन्स असतो तेव्हाच तो तुम्हाला हाय आउटपुट देतो. ओके, so if A is a 0, then by default B should be 1, then only you get the output 1. If A is a 1, sorry, if B is a 1 and A is a 0, then in that case only it will give the output 1. जेव्हा इनपुट सेम असतात तेव्हा ते आउटपुट काय देतं, 0 देतं. सो A0 B0 output 0, A1 B1 both the inputs are same. Okay, that's why output is 0. हे कळालंय का सांगा बरं, yes or no सांगा मला. हॅलो,
Yes.
सगळ्यांना कळालंय का? हे बघा, आपण याला इतकं काय इम्फॅसिस करतो, आपला इन्स्ट्रक्शन सेट एक पूर्ण सेक्शन लॉजिक गेट्सवर आहे. मग हे जर या स्टेजला नाही कळालं तर तुम्हाला तिथं कसं कळणार आहे? त्यामुळे नाही समजलं तर नाही सांगा, आपण रिपीट करू. जर कळालं असेल तर यस म्हणा, काहीतरी आन्सर द्या. कळालंय का? ओके.
येस मॅडम.
सगळ्यांना कळाले म्हणून मी आता सगळ्यांसाठी एक क्वेश्चन सांगते. तो जर आन्सर दिला तर कळाले असं मला कळेल, नाहीतर उगं हो म्हणताय असं वाटेल. ओके. जर मी तुम्हाला 3 नंबर्स दिले ए बी सी आणि सगळ्यांची व्हॅल्यू 1 1 1 असेल तर एक्सॉरचं आउटपुट काय येणार?
0.
चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाका बरं. चला मी बघते चॅट बॉक्स. तिथं नका लिहू, स्लाइडवर चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाका. ओके. Swapnali said it should be 0. Kiran also 0. What is the answer, Samir? Good. Okay. Okay, good. Now, there is another question. If I have given A, B, C up to n number of bits and all bits should be 0, then what is the output for XOR gate? नाही. सी व्हॉट इज द क्वेश्चन? पहिलं काय लक्षात ठेवायचं, एक्सॉरला कितीही इनपुट असू दे, सेम असेल तर आउटपुट 0 असतं. मी तुम्हाला n नंबर ऑफ बिट्स दिलेत आणि ऑल n बिट्स आर 0, देन व्हॉट इज द आउटपुट? 0. गुड. Okay, very good. Now next one is a XOR gate. XOR is exactly opposite as that of the, sorry, XNOR gate. XNOR is exactly opposite as that of the XOR. XOR in what means in XOR gate what we have said, what we have seen, if there is a difference in input, then only we can get highest output. Okay. Now in case of XNOR, what we can say, if there is a similarity in the input, then only we get the highest output. So if A is 0, B is 0, means what? A and B is same. So that's why output is 1. If A is 1, B is 1, means both A and B having the value 1 1, that is same value. That's why output is 1. Okay. ना आता इथे एक क्वेश्चन विचारते मी, जर तुम्हाला ए बी सी डी 4 नंबर्स दिलेले आहेत. ओके. ए बी सी डी 4 नंबर दिलेले आहेत, त्यातले चारीच्या चारी 1 आहेत. आउटपुट काय मिळेल?
1.
Good. Okay, very good. Now, if I have given the 5 inputs, okay, out of 5 inputs, 4 inputs is 0 and 5th one is a 1, then in that case, what is the output?
0.
Good. हे सगळ्यांना कळालं का? 9. कोण आहे स्नेहल? How it should be 9? It is a binary. Okay, 0. Good. तो होप सो की सगळ्यांना बऱ्यापैकी कळालंय, आणि त्यातून सुद्धा जर काही डाऊट असेल तर तुम्ही कधीही मला कॉल वगैरे करा किंवा व्हॉट्सअपला क्वेरी टाका. Now next one is a register group, as we already seen about the temporary register. As we know that there is a 2 temporary register available in 8085, which is nothing but W and L. Now we need to remember 4 points about the temporary register. That is, in 8085, 2 temporary registers are available, W and L. First point. Second point, each temporary register is of 8-bit long. Okay. Third point, user cannot able to access the temporary register. It is used internally by the system. Okay. Now, next one is a general purpose registers. Here one point again, that what? In any arithmetic operation, second operand should be present in the temporary registers. Okay. 4 पॉइंट काय लक्षात ठेवले? 2 टेम्पररी रजिस्टर्स आहेत, डब्ल्यू आणि एल. प्रत्येकाची लेंथ किती आहे? 8 बीट आहे. अगेन थर्ड पॉइंट काय लक्षात ठेवणार? युजर ऍक्सेस करू शकत नाही, सिस्टीम कडून ऍक्सेस होतं. आणि फोर्थ पॉइंट काय, म्हणजे जेव्हा अरिथमेटिक आणि लॉजिक ऑपरेशन एलयू कडून परफॉर्म केले जातात, पहिला ऑपरंड बाय डिफॉल्ट अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये असेल, दुसरा जो असेल तो टेम्पररी रजिस्टर मध्ये असेल. इज इट क्लिअर टू ऑल? चला फास्ट रिप्लाय देत चला. चला.
मॅडम ते डब्ल्यू आणि झेड सांगितलं होतं ना तुम्ही?
डब्ल्यू आणि झेड आहे, पण आर्किटेक्चर मध्ये जे रिप्रेझेंट करतात त्याच व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला घ्यायच्यात. ओके. I have not saved yesterday's correction. Okay, no, means slide share, it cannot be changed. Afterwards, I will make a change in the slides. Okay. Is it okay to all 4 points? Okay. Now next one is a general purpose registers. As we know that there are 6 general purpose registers. Again, it is a question for MCQ. How many general purpose registers present in the 8085? What is your answer? 1, 2, 3, 6. Fourth option, that is 6.
6.
ओके. हा क्वेश्चन मी काय लगे उद्याच्या टेस्टला नाही टाकणार आहे, पण तुम्हाला सांगतेय युनिव्हर्सिटी एक्झाम मध्ये असे विचारतात. ओके. ना which are these 6 register, that is B, C, D, E and HL. Now each register is of 8-bit long. That's why in the feature we have mentioned that register available in 8085 is 8-bit long. Okay. Now if we want to access 16-bit data, then we can use register in pairs, that is B, C, D and HL. 3 pairs are available. User cannot have means not having the choice to choose the pair. It is fixed the pair. B always pair with C, D always pair with E, H always pair with L. And HL is a by default pair. If user has not given the choice, then system take HL as a by default pair. Now again, here is a question in your mind where we are using as means as 8085 is a 8-bit register, then why we need to use a 16-bit register? की जर 8085 स्वतः 8 बीटचा असेल तर आपल्याला 16 बीटची गरज कुठे पडणार आहे? तर whenever we want to access the memory location by giving the address, in that case we need to use 6 means register pair. Why? Because address length is of 16 bit. कळालं का? सिस्टीमचे ऑपरेशन्स म्हणा, ऑपरंड कॅरी होणार, हे सगळं 8 बीटनीच होणार आहे. पण सगळ्यात मेन काय आहे की मेमरी लोकेशन जेव्हा आपल्याला ऍक्सेस करायचे, आपल्याकडे तर 16 ऍड्रेस लाईन्स आहेत, त्यामुळे मग आपल्याला रजिस्टर पेअरची गरज पडते. आता व्हेनेवर वी आर गोइंग टू सी दॅट प्रोग्रामिंग अबाउट द मेमरीज, दॅट कन्सेप्ट इज मोर क्लिअर in your mind. Right now just have to remember that we can able to access 8-bit data as well as 16-bit data, and whenever we want to access 16-bit data we need to use a register in pair manner. Okay. And HL is a default pair. Default pair means though user has not given any choice, system taken it as a default pair. Okay. And if we have given the choice that store in the save the data in the BC, then system store that data into the BC register pair. If we have given the choice store the data in the DE player, then by default system store in the DE pair. But if we have not given the choice during the program, then by default means result is in the HL. Same way, by default when ALU perform the operation, result is automatically transferred into the accumulator by the system. Okay. Now here special purpose register, in some of the book ALU treated as a general purpose registers, in some of the book it is treated in the special purpose register. So we have to refer the standard one. So ALU is termed means under the category of special purpose register. Okay. So in what is the accumulator? As we already know about, means lots many thing about the accumulator. Accumulator stands for A register. It is one of the special purpose register of the microprocessor, also called as A register. Okay. The accumulator is an 8-bit register that is the part of arithmetic and logic unit. As we know that, okay, one operand is in the accumulator. So this register is used to store 8-bit data and to perform arithmetic and logic operation. The result of operation is stored in the accumulator. The user can access this register by giving appropriate instructions. आता ही स्लाइड तुम्ही एकदा 2 सेकंद वाचा बरं सगळ्यांनी, आणि नाही समजलं ते मला विचारा. ऑलरेडी हे पॉइंट्स आपण आर्किटेक्चरच्या एलयू युनिट मध्ये बघितलेले आहेत. So take 2 minutes and give me the reply in chat box. Now झालं का? Is it okay? Is there any doubt? Okay, सगळ्यांना कळालं का? Only Swapnali and Snehal has given me the reply. What about others? Is it okay, or is any doubt in the accumulator? Okay, Balaji also okay. What about next? Okay, Shivani has one doubt. काय आपला डेटा जर 50 चा असेल त्यामधून आपण 8 बीट ओके 50 is a decimal representation. Okay, we have to convert 50 into the binary number. Okay, now how to convert? We have seen that weightage. That's why I have cleared this weightage part. Actually, it is not in your syllabus, but everywhere you need this. Okay, from this combination, you have to write about the means binary word about the 50. Okay, so what is now? It is the activity for you. Tell me what is the binary number for 50. It should be 00110010. Is it okay? नाव शिवानीचा डाऊट क्लिअर करू म्हणजे सगळ्यांना पण ती आयडिया येईल. त्यांचा क्वेश्चन काय बघा, जर आपल्याला 50 बीट 50 बीट स्टोअर करायचे असेल तर 8 बीट आपण घेतले, बाकीचे 2 बीट कुठे जातात. सो इन दिस केस don't confuse between binary and the decimal. 50 is a decimal representation. We have to convert it into the binary. Now what is the 50? इथं बघा 32 plus 16 किती येणार 48. Okay, 48 plus 2 is nothing but 50. So 110010. Okay, and we want 8 bit data, that is 00110010. So a register store this much answer. Why? Because each register has the capacity to store 8 bit data. Is it clear, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now no, who said no? पुन्हा क्लिअर नाही झालं. हे बघा आता इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट आहे. आपण काय करू, जेव्हा काय लिहित आहे कट करा, रिपीट. ओके, सी in this introductory part, don't confuse between decimal and binary. It is the system which we are looking towards it. It is a binary system. Means whatever we are doing, it is on the binary format. Now what is the Shivani's question? If my data is a 50, then how we can access this data? Okay, so 50 is a 50 in our system. Whatever we are using in daily life, it is a decimal kind of system having the number 0 to 9. आपल्याकडे 0 to 9 नंबर्स आहेत, म्हणजे टोटल 10 नंबर्स आहेत. 10 ला मीन्स डेसिमल म्हणतात आणि आपण नाउ डेज रिसेंट मध्ये ती यूज करतो. बट सिस्टम वर्क्स ऑन डेसिमल सिस्टम, sorry, binary system. So whenever we want to interact with the system, it automatically converts that number into the binary. So though we are giving the input as a 50, system taken it as a binary. So मग सिस्टीम काय घेणार बायनरी म्हणून, जे आता आपण वेटेजनी व्हॅल्यू काढली ती, दॅट इज 00110010, ही व्हॅल्यू सिस्टीम घेणार. मग तुम्ही म्हणणार मॅडम ती देतानाच का आपण देत नाही, कारण की आपल्याला बायनरी कळत नाही ना. पूर्ण जर 1 तास शिकवताना मी तुम्हाला फक्त 0001110101011110 असं जर 1 तास म्हणत बसले तर तुम्हाला काही कळेल का? नाही कळणार. का? कारण वी आर बीइंग एज अ युजर, वी आर एट ऑल नॉट अवेअर अबाउट द बायनरी सिस्टम. Okay, but our machine works on the binary system. That's why there we need to convert decimal into the binary. Okay, so though we are giving the input as a 2, input as a 3, input as a 50, system automatically take it as a binary. Even on keyboard also, when we press A, it will take its a binary equivalent, which is called ASCII code. Okay, means for our understanding in the system it is a A. Okay, but inside when we have given A as an input on the keyboard, it will take it as a binary word. Whenever we are pressing 8 on the keyboard, it will take it's a binary equivalent. So by default, system take the binary input. By default, system given as a binary output. Being as a user, we only understand the decimal system. That's why while we are giving the input, we need to convert decimal into the binary. Now system operates on that binary, it will give output in the binary, but for understanding point of view, again it is converted into binary to decimal, and once it gets converted into decimal, then and then only user can understand this. Okay, so what is the Shivani's question is that जर मी इनपुट 50 दिलं तर काय होणार, तुम्ही आपण जरी 50 इनपुट दिलं, सिस्टीम त्याचा बायनरी इक्वॅलंटच इनपुट म्हणून घेणार आहे. कळालं का? सिंपल आन्सर. आणि जरी आता या स्टेजला सगळ्यांना हा क्लिअर नसेल झाला, तरी आपण जेव्हा इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स किंवा एखादं एक्झाम्पल एक्झॅक्टली बघू, नेक्स्ट आता फ्लॅग रजिस्टर मध्येच आपल्याला एक एक्झाम्पल बघायचं आहे, तिथेही जास्त कन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला क्लिअर होईल. ओके, तुम्हाला हा प्रॉब्लेम आता का वाटतोय, कारण की तुम्हाला यू हॅव नॉट क्लिअर द बेसिक्स अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. ओके, डीटी एक सब्जेक्ट आहे, डिजिटल टेक्निक्स, इन विच there is all about this binary to decimal, decimal to hexa, hexa to octal. So as you are in the electrical branch, so that basic is not yet clear, but it is not the issue. When we are means exactly working on this, we get clear idea. Okay, there is one announcement. You are having one webinar on sharply at 10 o'clock, so please join that one. Okay, we will stop here. टेस्ट का बोला है सर. Attendance I have taken the screenshot.